Today's daily reflection was about, says, pain was a touchstone of all spiritual progress. Whenever I think about pain, I go back to how much pain and suffering do I need to go through in my life before I make a decision to change. How many times do I have to go to the hospital? How many times do I have to do something stupid? How many relationships have to shatter before I decide to make a change? How much pain do I have to go through? How many mistakes do I have to make? How many bad decisions? How many times do I hang out with the wrong people and just follow the crowd and let them lead me into bad decisions that ultimately lead to pain? How much pain do I cause my family now? Or how much pain did I cause my family when I was drinking and drugging? Right? How much worry and pain does my family have to go through before I make a decision to change my life? So for me, all I had to do 6 years ago was look back and see all the crap that I did, all of the bad situations I put myself into, all the relationships I tarnished, all the people I hurt, all the dumb, drunken incidences, the times I was put into a hospital because I got in some fight for no reason because I was drunk and it was stupid and it cost me how much money? I just got to a point where I was just so sick of who I was. I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror. I was just so sick of waking up feeling like shit, gradually going throughout the day, and then not even thinking about it and saying, oh yeah, I can't wait till I get off of work to have a drink or smoke some weed. I just can't wait. But how many times do I have to fall down before I'm just sick of it? How many downward spirals? I've been through 2 downward spirals in my life. The first one was whenever I lost my first daughter, and the second one was whenever I almost thought I lost my second daughter. And the first time I lost my first daughter, I don't know, I was about 30 years old, and I was so angry. I was just so angry at the government, at the police, that I didn't have any rights as a man. I was just so upset. I was in such pain because I wanted to be a good dad to my daughter. But the baby's mom brought my daughter to her parents, and she signed something with the government there separating me from my daughter. I didn't even know how that was possible. I was in so much pain. I was just so angry. And I know I started drinking even heavier, and I got into fights, and I was just reckless and stupid, I don't know if I was calling out to God at that point because I was angry at God. I was angry, at spiritual progress. I didn't even know what the hell that meant, And then the second downward spiral, when I'm going through my divorce, I was angry. I wanted to be a good dad. I couldn't keep the relationship together because what I do every night I would just separate myself from my family. I would go drink outside, listen to music, smoke some weed, and I was content in my own little bubble, not knowing that I couldn't keep the relationship together, not knowing that I was like hurting my significant other, right? There's a pain also in knowing once I got sober that, wow, who was to blame for all this? You're looking at him right here. This is the guy. right? You're looking at him right here. I was to blame for that, you know? The spiritual progress, I had to go through that shit. I had to eat shit. I had to go through being homeless. I had to being in a place where I was so down and low, right? That I hit the wall so fucking hard that I had to make a decision that I want to change my life. And then once I decided to change my life, I had to be disciplined enough to stick with it. I walked into AA. That was a big change in my life. I made a decision to change my life around. And here I am 6 years later, and every morning I wake up and I say thank you. And I believe in a higher power. I believe in God. I believe in something bigger than myself, because I can't do this on my own. That's been my problem all along, is that I'm trying to control the whole world. I'm trying to control the whole world, no matter how much pain and suffering I'm going through. I'm trying to control. I'm trying to control everything outside of me. I can't control the world outside of me. The only thing I can control is this, right? And I choose how to handle all these situations. I choose how to handle these situations. Spiritual progress started with words like gratitude. What am I grateful for today? Right? And I was like, what do you mean? Why would I be grateful for anything? I ain't got no money. I don't have no job, dude. I'm in a different country. You know, my life freaking sucks. Fucking sucks. I hate everything. I hate my former wife. I hate my boss. I hate my life. I can't stand the person I'm looking at. That's what it took whenever I was at the end to make a decision to change. And gratitude, being happy, I have a roof over my head. I was told, because people would tell me, they're like, well, do you have a roof over your head? No, I live in my truck. Well, you got a roof over your head. Do you have food? Yeah, I got food. You know, I can get food. You know, well, there you go. You have a little bit of money? Not really. Well, keep coming back. Keep coming back. That's what they told me, keep coming back.